The warning from a former tennis player to Sinner: his suspension is only a matter of time. Former tennis player Daniele Bracciali has warned that Jannik Sinner is likely facing an almost certain suspension. Although the Italian was cleared by the International Tennis Integrity Agency after testing positive for clostebol, the World Anti-Doping Agency has appealed the case to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Daniele Bracciali has issued a serious warning to Jannik Sinner, suggesting that a suspension is almost certain once the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, reviews the appeal filed by the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, in his doping case. Although the International Tennis Integrity Agency, ITIA, cleared him earlier this year, ruling that his contamination with clostebol was accidental, Sinner's case remains under scrutiny. Sinner tested positive for clostebol, a banned substance, twice, after tests conducted at the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells and shortly after an ATP Masters 1000 event. Initially, the ISHA imposed a provisional suspension, but Sinner's legal team demonstrated that contact with the substance was accidental, due to an application by his physiotherapist, Giacomo Naldi. Following an investigation, an independent panel exonerated Sinner, allowing him to continue competing on the circuit. However, WADA decided to appeal the decision to CAS, with the hearing still pending. Bracciali, who was banned for life in 2018 for match fixing, commented, "How will Sinner's case end? Unfortunately, I think disqualification is almost certain. It's unfair to punish a player if they haven't benefited from performance-enhancing substances. The strict liability in this case is truly misleading." Criticism of Jannik Sinner for being too politically correct: "You want to be like Roger Federer, always saying the right thing." Jannik Sinner has often been known as a calm and composed player, both on and off the court. However, he has recently faced criticism from some for being excessively politically correct. The latest to give her opinion is former doubles world number 1 and former coach of Serena Williams, Australian Renee Stubbs. Sinner was recently criticized following his participation in the exhibition event Six Kings Slam. The world number 1 won the event and took home the largest prize in tennis history, $6 million. However, Sinner later stated that he did not compete in the event for the prize money but rather for the challenge. Stubbs would prefer Sinner to be more candid. Former world number 1 Carlos Alcaraz, who also competed in the event, lost to Sinner in the final. However, the Spaniard was more straightforward in his comments, admitting that the prize money was a significant incentive for accepting the invitation to play in the exhibition event during his busy ATP schedule. "Well, I mean, if I say I was there just for fun or to play and forgot about the money, I'd be lying," said the Wimbledon champion. "It's obvious. Everyone works for that too. You know, that's life. I love playing tennis. Most of the time, I don't think about the money. I just play for love or fun. But let's be real. You have to think that you want to earn money, and that's that. In Saudi Arabia, it's the highest prize money in history, so it was good motivation, at least for me." On an episode of the Renee Stubbs Tennis Podcast, the retired professional speculated on why Sinner was not as open about his reasons as Alcaraz. "I love him, because he's so committed to being politically correct. No, I didn't go for money. I'm just playing," said the Australian. "The top 6 players in the world are there, and he wants to test himself. Listen, Jannik, I love you, but come on, man. There's no way you'd add a tournament to your calendar." As Carlos Alcaraz said, "Of course I went for money. Jannik, I know you want to be politically correct about everything because that's who you are. You want to be like Roger Federer, saying everything perfectly. But sometimes, you just say, yeah, it was interesting. I wanted to visit. They were paying us a lot of money, and that's why I went." If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because at Tennis Zone we are dedicated to bringing you the best information for the best audience, sharing in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and comprehensive coverage of everything related to the world of tennis. Join our community and be part of the excitement of the tournaments with us. Additionally, at Tennis Zone we strive to offer you updated, high-quality content on players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in world tennis.